Come on. Hello, welcome to my alternative channel. This is the anti-war channel. Come on. And on anti-war today, we're looking at new Belgium holiday ale. And I did 3 different videos on my regular channel. I did a solo review. I did a trio review with my daughter and her friend. And I did a dual review with my friend David. And we all liked it. Got 2 cans left from that variety pack. $11.99 for the variety of 2-pack. Put in a Belgian ale glass. The glass is actually from Belgium, from a monastery. So we get a typical beige head, get that reddish brown appearance that you get with a lot of these winter warmers, holiday ales. Come on, you want to come over here? Gotta watch that cat because she'll do some stuff. John and Ellie, cheers. Ron would love to try this one. You haven't seen it in Massachusetts? It's okay. Let me describe it. The cat's this feral cat distracting me. It's a limited release. It's 7.5% alcohol. They'll probably sell it through New Year's. Flavors of cranberry and spice and everything nice. And the legal disclosure is ale with cranberry, cinnamon, and natural flavors. So it has actual cranberry added, has cinnamon added, and other natural flavors, whatever those may happen to be. I was talking to a guy in the grocery store yesterday, and he was looking for something called cranberry flavored Sprite for the holidays or whatever. I don't know if he was buying it for somebody. He said he tried it at a party or somebody let him try it. Hector Lopez says, "Hi, Ronald. I just tried Hamm's. It tasted like Miller High Life to me." Well, they're relative, fairly similar. But he wanted to get it, and it turns out the store had it. The guy was buying 4 cases of it, and I was like, "Wow!" I'm thinking to myself, "That's somebody who really likes cranberry flavored Sprite, right?" So I was telling the guy, I said, there's cranberry flavored beer. And he looked at me like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, they have cranberry flavored beer." And I showed him this one. Oh, he was fascinated by it, like, "Oh, wow, I can't believe it, So I'll see him buying every case that the store has. Then I said, "Well, they got Smirnoff." That's a well-known name, Smirnoff Vodka. They got their own holiday beverage, holiday beer. And it didn't say specifically cranberry, but it showed a picture of it showed drawings, paint, on the label, cranberries in a bunch and cherries in a bunch on the other side. Well, boom, he bought all those. I said, "Man, this is a guy that loves cranberry." My father told me, "That guy loves cranberry, huh?" So you got it. Okay. The aroma is, I said this before, I think. There's not a whole lot of aroma on this. The appearance is pretty, but the aroma is kind of like not there. But you don't smell the beer the whole time you drink it, right? So let's drink it. Cheers. The cinnamon is all there. John says, "I haven't seen this one yet, but I didn't really know about it until the other day. So I haven't really been looking for it. If I see the variety pack, I'll be sure to pick it up." Well, they'll have a locator. If you look at the New Belgium site, they'll have a locator tool. So you can just check it out. It'll tell you who's got it around you, if possible, if they have it. Did you buy the beer in the mixed 12-pack? This thing? No, I bought a 6-pack of it. Yeah, so cinnamon. There's a background cranberry. but it's not like, it's a little bit of tartness, but it's not too cranberry predominant. So I don't know, a guy might be mad, you know. I'll tell him I gave it an A, my daughter gave it an A, her boyfriend gave it an A, my friend David gave it an A, but we're not cranberry addicts. I mean, we like it. We eat cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving and Christmas. We get that. We're not fanatics. He was, obviously. I hope I don't run across the guy again. He might say, "Hey, you, come here. Remember I saw you in that store that time?" All right. But you see these winter warmers, they're not going to showcase any one flavor. See, just like that holiday one from Smirnoff, it's probably going to be like a melange of flavors. I'd buy it, but I don't want to pay that price. I don't like the price. And you only get 11.2 ounce bottles. That's the main stickler for me. If it was 12 ounce bottles, okay, I'll buy it. 11.2 ounce for $9.99 or whatever it is, $10.99. No thanks. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. If I see a single, I'll buy it. I probably won't see a single, but you know, New Belgium does like to put out those stovepipe cans. Guess I could check at some of those convenience stores like Circle K. They might have it. Smirnoff. I was thinking about Smirnoff and I got on New Belgium. But Smirnoff does it too with the 23.5 ounce cans. So yeah, they both do it. Smirnoff does 23.5 ounce cans. New Belgium does 19.2. Yes. I've seen mixed packs of New Belgium at the supermarkets, but usually the Voodoo Ranger. Yeah, I saw that today. I saw that Voodoo Ranger variety pack today and I did not buy it. I am so sick of those New Belgium Voodoo Ranger variety packs. That stuff all tastes the same. They got this IPA, that IPA, experimental number 12, this and that, and this and that. And I'm like, they don't really taste different. And people are like, can't you pick up the Cascade hops? The other one was Citra. I'm like, I cannot pick that up. I'm not saying they're totally alike. But they mostly alike. And it's like the same thing, the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. So I'm finished with that. Just like the Stone. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. It's just the same old thing. Schlitz Gold Bull showed up in my local store here at Mathern's. $5.49 for a 6-pack of pint cans, 8.5% alcohol. Schlitz Gold Bull. Now, when they had their website up, which went away, it used to say, what did it say? 4 malt varieties, 6 hop varieties, and it was charcoal filtered. That's why it tastes so good. But it's too strong, you know. It's too heavy. I can't be drinking all those heavy beers. It's like eating a beer. You be putting on the pounds, boy. But it is a wonderful beer. The Schlitz, if you like a high gravity lager, that's the king. That's the king. And Hurricane High Gravity is probably the co-emperor, you know, because Hurricane High Gravity is really good too. But they both so heavy, you know. And they're so strong, you know, the alcohol is so high, you be saying later in the evening, like, well, who put all this on my Facebook? And then you're like, oh, that was me. Okay, and you say, I wish I wouldn't have sent that message. Okay, the Voodoo Ranger IPA lineup is okay. I agree. A lot of their IPAs seem like the same old, says John and LA. Just with different labels. Right. It gets boring after a while. The gold standard Schlitz High Gravity. Y'all want to see what Wayne Allen sent me today? Okay, let me do a score on this. Actually came in yesterday. Medium bodied, Dry finish, 7.5. It doesn't taste like it. I don't taste any alcohol, but I do have a tendency to so I don't really taste the alcohol so much in things anymore. Since I sorry, I was suddenly having a coughing problem. I want to see what this Wayne character sent you. Show and tell. Okay, so let me get the score first. I can still taste alcohol if it's like 90 if it's like 90 proof, But anyway, all right. Let me go get it. Okay, this is an A, baby. This is an A, baby. It's got the perfect amount of spices, the perfect amount of fruit, the perfect amount of bitterness, meaning hardly any. But I like bitterness, but it's just good for the mass public. The perfect amount of fruit in all the barley malt beer flavors. So 95 out of 100. That's how good it is. I think I would have said 93 before. Prickly carbonation. Every time I drink it, it gets better. It's one of those beers, every time you drink it, it gets better. So 95. I don't feel embarrassed to say that. Are most New Belgium beers a 95? Not really. What you doing, kitty? Here it is. Wayne Allen sent it. I think I can get this in Louisiana. I don't know why he sent it, but I don't know where I can get it. By the time I find it, it won't be around. I can't go on these long expeditions, be trying to find this stuff. But it's Founders French Toast Bastard. Vanilla, cinnamon, maple, bourbon barrel aged Scotch ale at 11.1% alcohol. How you love that? It probably cost you more to mail it than it to buy, but it was $17.49 a 4-pack. $17.49 a 4-pack. Let's see, half of 17 is $8.50, right? Because 8 and 8, 16, 50. Okay, so and then half, of $8.50 is $4.25. Yeah, it probably costs you more. It's nearly $5 a bottle, but it probably costs you more than $5 to mail it. I didn't ask for this. He sent it. I don't ask for people to send me beer. I always feel embarrassed when they do it, and then sometimes they have little problems that crop up, as John Anili knows about. And I don't like those kind of problems because I don't ask for the problems, actually. And I don't see where they benefit anyone. But anyway, this is great. But the funny thing about it, it says ale aged in oak barrels with vanilla extract, cinnamon, and maple extract. But look what the legal disclosure is. Malt beverage with natural flavors. Oh, isn't that what Cayman Jack is? And everybody says, why you drink that trash? I don't really drink it. I just review it. Isn't that what Mike's Harder is? Malt beverage with natural flavors. Isn't that what Smirnoff Ice Smash is? Malt beverage with natural flavors. And what do people always tell me? That's not really beer. Okay, well, I guess this is not really beer. Go get on those Facebook groups and put this up there and tell everybody how that's not really beer. I don't know. You may not get too much support there. But it's the same thing. It's the same concept. Get it? Oh, nice. I bought a single the other day. I finally found it, says Johnny Nilly. Looking forward to reviewing it. Oh, yeah, that thing's going to be Dino. And then once it finishes being Dino, it's going to be Mite. It'll be Dino and Mite. In fact, it'll be Dynamite. Now, one more thing. If by any chance you want to see this crazy bourbon. You might have not seen this crazy bourbon this morning because a lot of people got to go to work in the morning, including me. I work. I have a job, but some days I'm off. You know, when I'm off of work, I do videos at dawn. But if anybody wants to see this crazy quilt bourbon that I bought, let me know now or forever hold your peace because we about to get off the air. So we'll count it down. If you want to see the crazy bourbon I bought going once, if you want to see you would like to see it, okay? So I'm at a liquor store in Houston, Texas. Now, Houston, Texas is a huge city. What is it? The 4th largest city in the United States? But it's easy to drive around, you know. Well, yeah, it's pretty easy to drive around. And I was going to St. Arnold Brewery, and I knew there was a liquor store on the way on the same street. So I said, I got to see this liquor store. I don't know why I needed to see it. I just wanted to see it. So I went in there, and they had this bourbon on the shelf. And the 2 ladies that were running it were very friendly. And it was a small place, but it was well stocked. I mean, you know, you could fit a lot in a small building. And I bought 2 rums, Calypso Gold and Calypso Silver. Got the greatest price in the history of the world for those 2. And then I was looking on the shelf, and I saw this bourbon, and I was looking at it like it was behind the counter, you know, so I'm looking as best I can. And it was $7.99, and it said bourbon. I told a lady, can I see this? And she showed it to me, and I'm like, I'll buy it. Royal Kentucky Bourbon Whiskey with natural flavors. Yeah. Royal. And it is royal blue. I thought it was black at first. I thought the lettering was black, but see, I'm in good lighting right now, and it's blue. There's a crown, which makes no sense because Kentucky has a governor, not a king. Kentucky whiskey with Kentucky bourbon whiskey with natural flavors. And I thought, you can't add flavor into bourbon. That's the law. And it says finest quality. I said to myself, finest quality for $7.99. Amazing. But then I saw the top, and I knew it was Heaven Hill because Heaven Hill always used this insignia. So, you know, I had to buy it. I mean, I can't help it. I got to buy it. And I thought it's going to be nasty, you know. But there is no nasty bourbon, right? Come to find out, I tried it, and it's true. There is no nasty bourbon. It tastes good. I tried it Sunday. I said, oh, this has a pretty nice flavor. So it's illegal to add flavor into bourbon. But there it is on the shelf. Bourbon with natural flavors. Yeah, maybe it's similar to Southern Comfort, which I think is actually pretty tasty. It is pretty tasty, but Southern Comfort is a spirit whiskey. They don't claim to be bourbon. And you could make a product and say made with bourbon. Okay, you could say made with bourbon, but you can't have bourbon with natural flavors. It's illegal. Look at the regulations. But this is not even trademarked. Nowhere on here does it have a trademark. You know, usually they say TM, like real small TM trademark, or R with a circle around it. That's registered trademark, United States Patent Office. And in some of them, they'll even spell it out. They'll say registered trademark at the United States Patent Office. It'll like be writing all the way across the label. You know, you'll see that sometimes. But they don't even bother trademarking it. Maybe that's why. Maybe they say if we don't trademark it, they won't notice. they won't get wise to us. And furthermore, it's not on the Heaven Hill website. And it's not even in their product specifications. If you get on Heaven Hill, they list like, it must be 200 different liquors. And it'll tell you what size bottle they come in, what the ABV is. Oh, no, don't even think about it. You won't see Royal. But I'm looking at it because I bought it. So this is going to be a fun experience. I can't wait to see the comments on my main channel. People gonna be saying, "Why did you buy that?" I'm gonna say, "Cause nobody else ever did." Obviously, people in Houston buy it because the shelf had a good amount of it, and they're not gonna keep it well stocked if it's a slow mover. I mean, I guess people they're not on the internet doing a hobby like liquor and all of that, so they just coming in there and they saying, "Hey, give me that Royal, give me that Royal. I like that Royal when I'm barbecuing." You know, stuff like that. That's how they thinking about it. It's not some big deep theoretical thing, but I can't wait to do the taste challenges. Well, anyway, thanks everybody. Thank you, John and Neely. Thank you, Hector. And oh yeah, y'all all take care now. What a beautiful product.